hesitation usually. While the pretense of turning 14 and all of its income and challenges didn't seem to be something worth celebrating for you, it ought to have turned out better for your sister than you. Astor was playing somewhere in the garden with Annie while the flute was being ready, touching frauds and the like. You could hear the little giggle from a few yards away. Even though Astor presented herself more on the mature side, at heart she seemed still just a kid. Annie was good with kids, less with adults, as she ought to flute trained they were difficult to understand. Always something, hidden meanings and bad intentions. Children wear their emotions on their sleeve, telling you exactly how they feel at this moment, be it their words, actions, or expressions. You didn't completely agree. Quite the contrary, you didn't understand Astor at all. It was impossible for you to. She had her good grades, great friends, and even better relationship with your parents. She was your sister, but how you loved her and the distance between you two felt insurmountable. You never had Annie in music. You had no way. You never have Annie in music and we went with you. Both of you wouldn't have any fun in that way. Your parents and some others were dappered around the grill, some waiting for the food to be ready inside the house. There were a lot of people from church, close friends with your father, faces you'd never seen before. More adults than children, leaving to dress you for this party was really for. Ignorant to all the bustling joy around you, you sat on one of the benches where everyone would seem never to enjoy their meal, staring at the how vast hard your parents made you write. You tried to sound as sincere as possible, with the little brains you really had to say that were appropriate for her to hear. Nobody bought those books you wanted. Why do you have to write a card she'll dispose of in a few years? Not the very day anyway. It's so preoccupied with wondering when you can slip back inside that you don't even notice the person coming up to you. Hello, Oliver. You looked over to your left. There he was. Oh, hello. It was Daniel, Annie's dad. He sat down next to you on the bench, eager to hear from you. What are you sitting here alone for? Don't want to join me and your parents? Not really. I'd rather wait till food's ready. Am I right to think you much rather just be in your room right now? Annie's dad was rather nice. There wasn't a reason to be intimidated by him. As often where Annie would be, he was too. You got used to him quickly. It felt less like talking to an adult and more like someone fresh out of college, who understood you more than your own dad did. Ew. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of boring. If I can't though, Dad will scold me later. It'd be a shame you even wore your nice dress shirt. Are those suit pants I see? Yeah, I was going to join something else but Mom got upset and told me to change. Maybe later you and Andy could just grab your plates and go to the living room. Oh, I don't think my dad would think that's very polite. We're eating company after all. Don't say our prayers. Well, if you were to suddenly disappear, I wouldn't tell anyone. See how they're amusing. Thanks. Danny continued asking about school, home life, and all the like. If it were anyone else, you'd be bored out of your mind about now, lying your ass off every other sentence. It was different with him. He was the only honest adult you knew. In that way, you agreed with Annie. The others were always acting like they knew what's best for you, watching and judging your every step. You just listened. If you said something funny, no wait, if you said something stupid, he'd mock you. If you said something funny, he'd laugh. It was as simple as it was for Louie. So when Annie so when Annie's father got serious, it usually meant nothing good. You know, Annie is scared I'll be mad at her for having a boyfriend. The cold shiver ran down your spine. He wasn't asking. There wasn't a question in his voice. He wanted to say what or Or Taylor was like, yeah. He wanted to sink into the ground for something so stupid. Oddly enough, it was embarrassing to come off like an idiot in front of him. He went on talking like he didn't hear you. Not sure where she got that idea from. I just wish she'd tell me if she did. Annie was very serious about not telling her dad about your relationship. You never understood why, but it was her decision to make, not yours. I don't know anything. She didn't tell me anything. You can tell me. I'm fine with it. What may or may not have been a question was now a demand, a confirmation of what he very well already knew. You gulped. You gulped, fidgeting with your fingers. He looked over to your head. No, wait. God! He looked over your head, the grill and all the people surrounding it, and are oblivious to your conversation. Your knuckles cracked alongside the line on the grill. You and that brown kid sure did a lot, huh? Why are you referring to him as the brown kid? What are you? Suddenly time stands still. Not Walter, was it? Annie always tells me you are inseparable. She can't get a second alone with you. You flinch. One of its hands lays itself on your thigh. I don't think I need to lecture you about that kind of thing, do I? Stressed down at your hands. For a second, you say maybe Dad didn't see it. He senses you. Eh? Unless you have an annoying shame. Me and Annie are dating. You choke the words out. Lots of guitars falling out your throat. I think for some time now. He looks back over his shoulder and smiled. Not the relieved, albeit concerned smile of a father, like a content smile of someone who convinced so to say something against his will. He was, truth be told, a little bit unnerving. Puppy love is so cute. And then his smile vanished and his expression turned serious. I've nothing to be worried about with the son of our pastor, do I? He thought about answering, but didn't. No sound will leave your mouth, even if you wanted to. It was the inevitable question. So just another suggestion. Still, he nodded, the motion stiff as your shoulders. He just laughed. Oh, look at your face! I'm kidding! You chuckle nervously along with the man, squeezing your trembling hands into fists to make them stop. Good one. He lets it off. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. He lets it off. Offers you a beer. You gulp it down, hoping it'll take the edge off. Well, this is a neat feature of Renpy. It was, truth be told, a little bit unnerving. Okay, oh. He lets it off, offers you a beer. You gulp it down, hoping it'll take the edge off. The rest of the barbecue goes by as slow as the sun sets in summer. The grill sizzled. Food was put on expensive plates. People were laughing, telling stories. Eventually, Astra and Annie joined, sitting adjacent to you and her father. They were still diddling, Astra's nice new shoes plastered with dirt and Annie with a wide smile on her face. It looked nothing like her dad's. It was hard to enjoy the evening with an iron grip on your forehead. Whenever 2 beers flushed down your system, your scrawny figure wobbled your way back into your bed, hours before the party in your backyard laid itself to rest. You had hoped to forget about it the next day. With no luck, the following months you were on edge. wondering when suddenly what happened, when I catch up to you. Just when you thought that everything was over, that you must have forgot, or maybe you really was joking, there she was, crying at your doorstep, serving as a constant reminder of what he had hovering over you. The drive to the cliff goes by without anyone muttering so much as a word. There was nothing left to say. Once you notice the familiar pathway, you pull over and both of you step out of the car. Oh yeah, something interesting about this is that this is the only image in the game. This is the only background in the game that is like in full grayscale. No, wait a minute. Seeing it up close, I think there's actually some green and some blue there, but I only watched Mr. Clockwork's playthrough. It's not. It's grayscale. It's grayscale. You scour the area, taking in the view and the sound of the ocean down below. You've forgotten how calm it is here, only a few miles away from the thicket where Annie's father let out his last screams. You have an intimate knowledge of this place, quickly became yours and Walter's favorite spot during the last summer. The trees that ring this cliff where their late summer leaves in stride, brownish greens, hiding notes starting to yellow and wilt. You looked over to Annie, joining you in your moment of solace. They're reminiscent of the They're reminiscent of the poorly disguised bruises that ring her neck. It's so nice here. Why'd you never bring me here? Surely was one place you could be yourself. Don't know. Never crossed my mind. And now that too was sullied. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair what happened to her. It wasn't fair that you had to make up for what he did. How dare you have a place to call your own, while she was sitting alone, plagued in her own home by a stranger that disguised himself as family. Nothing about this was fair. We could have had a picnic during the light? Well, I'm sorry. Do you want to catch up on it now, or what? You're so mean. When do you start forgetting about me? When do you start forgetting about me? I never forgot you. We talked about this. Felt like the poor Joe to talk about this now. Annie's bloody face kept reappearing in front of your eyes. There were still specks of red on her top, forever staining a soft white satin. Everything about this felt wrong. I don't even know why you told to me back then if you're just going to ignore me later. Do you know how shitty that feels? That's not what happened. That is what happened! I didn't ignore you. I sat next to you. I hung out with you at lunch during my break after school. I did everything with you. What more do you want from me? Yeah, right. Wait a minute. Yeah, right. Did was your Ito hanging out with the girl that no one talks to? Come on. Don't sour the memory. I'm not. I just want to know why you did it. That's all. knew it! Asshole! How am I the asshole for talking to you? I don't need your pity. I was fine. Kind of did though. You beamed at me. I would have beamed at anyone. Well, no one but me did talk to you, so I'm sorry you went over with me out of all people. The memory tasted bitter in your mouth. I tried so hard to find anything good about the situation. There was nothing. Annie seemed more bothered about this than about having just murdered someone. Try and wrap your mind around it. Just thought we were kind of similar, that's why. Why are there dogs fighting outside my window? Try it down! Yeah, right. It's true. Don't act like you were unpopular. Walter hung out with you of all people. Ugh. I don't know about that. Can't you just accept I liked you? Okay, wait a minute. Annie bit her lip. No further response coming out of her mouth. It seemed he finally pushed her into a corner. I miss how it used to be. I'm not 14 anymore, Oliver. I wasn't... That's not what I mean. Then what is it? It's just easier back then. For you, maybe. For you, maybe. You didn't want to think about what Annie was implicating. There's always something with her. Haven't had a 0 viewer stream in a long while. Now that I think about it, that one time... Hey, when was the last time I cleared my cache? Oh, really is a 0 viewer stream. No words were ever pure, the real meaning hiding behind a facade of cynicism. It seemed so hard to just have a conversation with her. Be honest with me, for once. Why did you stop talking to me? Ugh! I was doing what's best for us. I thought I was doing what's best for us. If he saw you and me again, he would have... Join Annie right now. Okay, back to streaming. You didn't do that for me. You did it for yourself because you were scared. Ugh! Well, congratulations! I was living with him. What about me? Why don't I get to be scared? Why don't I get to run away from my problems? Let's just drop it. I don't want to argue. You never want to do anything. You stopped even before he found out. Did I get boring? Is that it? Annie, please.
do this right now. Was it because he saw my house, my room, and thought, oh, she's so miserable, I can't help myself? This is really not the time for this. Then when is? I don't know. I don't know. When we're not disposing of your dad's corpse? This too laddie. Oh, of course, I'm so sorry. I'll never burden you with the task of thinking about your actions ever again. Don't be so condescending. Every other sane person will be losing their fucking mind in this situation. Not saying that you aren't, but... You just help me get him out of there now? You bite your tongue. How come she needs your help now? She managed just fine dragging him into there the first time around. Her words. Regret pulled in your stomach. You never should have picked up the phone. You should have just stayed home like always. As you were busy drowning in your self-pity, Annie was one step ahead of you and slid back onto the driver's seat, driving the car towards the cliff's edge, stopping just before it plummeted down into the ocean. She walks back toward you, opens the trunk without another word, and turns her head. There was no need to discuss what to do next. Annie and you both lifted it up from the trunk. It took considerable effort, even with the both of you. His limbs were heavy, his skin cold to the touch. Your emotions became robotic, merely fulfilling the task at hand. As you tried to position him, his head kept lolling back and forth, akin to that of a puppet. He was revolting. The unbearable look in his face didn't resemble a human anymore. Once you put him in place and made sure no further evidence was left, both of you aligned the car to give it a final push. One good shove, followed by a split of silence. And with that, the deed was done. So easy, so quick, scaringly so. No more screaming, no more crying, no nothing. It wasn't premeditated and there was no spectacle. Just you and Annie standing at the cliffside, waiting for something to happen. You looked down at the tower, slowly sinking and began to shade. The gravity of the situation suddenly began to slither as a rippling tide down below. You killed a person. A despicable, disgusting person. But a person nonetheless. Called a few times he was at Annie's home and made idle chatter with him. The day he rose from the bench he sat on and shot you a two-beat grin as he went back to join the adults' chatter, lying through his teeth as he said he was happy for her. He was never meant to find out. Then, was all this that still happened? It was saying heavy on you, yet you couldn't bring yourself to admit it. There was no use for heartfelt confessions anymore. Some things are best left unsaid. It was already way too late. Glanced over to Annie to judge her reaction. Nothing. Face of blank slate. Don't pretend to be sad over it. You deserved every bit of it. I even wish you something more. Despite her words, there were tears in the corner of her eyes, but there was from shock or guilt you didn't know. But she could no longer hide the deeply rich resentment bluttering out of her. Do you think you know what he said? Huh? The trunk, where he hid him. Do you still think I threatened him? No. I do believe everything you said. You know, he never actually found out about us. I mean, he did, but not the way he said he did. I told him myself later. I felt as if a huge burden had been lifted from my shoulders, but it didn't really matter. I think he knew already. Plus, it wasn't really mad. It wasn't really anything. He didn't even say anything. Just made some sound as if he didn't even care. He stopped looking at me entirely like I'd done something really bad. Take a moment for Annie's words to register in your brain. Stare at the ocean's tides gently rippling under the wind. Replaying her voice in your head like a broken record to make sure you didn't mishear. But Annie spoke her truth calmly and confidently, as those were her last words, like she had nothing left to lose. Maybe she really doesn't, and that's what caused her sudden spurt of honesty. Then why did you lie to me? Annie waits a second, weighing her words carefully. I wanted to see what you do. If you pay me attention again. Should have been surprised, but someone you really weren't. Only hurt. Not the fact that Annie lied, she did so all the time. More so that she felt the need to do over such a grave event to get your attention. Something you've been losing your mind over for the past months, only for it to turn out to be nothing more than a test. All the fear Annie put in your head suddenly dissipated and left nothing more than a bitter taste in your mouth. You didn't understand. You didn't want to. You just wanted to go home and pretend like none of it ever happened. Annie looked at you, waiting for a reaction that never come. She must have been expecting something. Confession, the apology, your honest thoughts. You didn't have anything to say to her. I couldn't tell you what was happening, so I lied. I thought maybe you understand, and then you wouldn't be alone anymore. Something stupid like that. It's dumb. I shouldn't have expected anything. She looks over to you, meeting her eyes. Your throat runs dry, your brain scouring for anything comforting to say. Every word Annie said you wanted to further disappear to the ground. Wait a minute. Her words clung to your head like a heavy blanket, slowly suffocating you. Your hand mustered up the courage to huddle again. Your body feels tired, ragged, as if you were the only one being drowned in. No, wait. Tired, ragged, as if you were the one being drowned in. As if you were the one being dragged down in the water. I'm sorry you didn't notice sooner. Annie didn't look at it like she believed you. She looked hurt, angry, disappointed. All three at once, maybe. Did it matter if you meant it or not? After this, everybody would go to shit anyway. Eventually the police will find his body and figured out what had happened. Despite Annie said to assure you you'd feel sick to your stomach. Or she's right, and they believe the words of a misfit 17-year-old girl with a record of 1,000 class absences and theft. Yeah, right. Hey, Annie, what do you say we go home? And then what? We can hide out at my place, let it blow over. You knew the words sounded like bullshit the moment you said them. No, I don't want to. You never planned to go out after this, did you? That'd be so bad? Never agreed to that. I don't want to go back, Ollie. Don't make me go back. This is no future, Annie. This is just another one of your crazy antics. This isn't an antic. I'm serious. As serious as you were about breaking into the mall at night, or poisoning the math teacher, or maybe that time when you show up unannounced at my house with your bags the morning me and my family were going on vacation. You don't get it! I don't have a future anywhere. What if I even do if I went back home? If Mom didn't throw me out, if we just went to school, I never happened with the cops at my house day and night? Then you had no one but yourself to blame. Oliver! Ollie! Ollie, my man, my boy! God, I hate this guy. Christ! Man! Ugh. Then you have no one but yourself to blame. Oh my god! You're so high and mighty, aren't you? Who do you even have to return to? Your sister will be fine without you. Dare say even better with less whispers around her classmates. And whose fault is that? I didn't think this thread so fast. Even now you can't even apologize for it. You're not sorry and you never were. I didn't see you someone else would have at one point. It seemed like you wanted everyone to know. You really wanted to be gentle with her, not let it escalate. But one good look at Annie and everything became clear. Her eyes are cold and hostile, waiting for your next move. Hell with not reacting. She wants a fight you'll give her. Are you fucking kidding me? You ruined my life. Ever since I met you, everything has gone to shit. Oh, please! You would have long killed yourself weren't it for me. Oh, right. Oh, right, Ollie, you don't have... Let me read that. Wait a minute. I should probably go to preferences. Alright, y'all, you... Oh, right, Ollie, you don't have to leave your room. Don't eat if you don't want to. Let's get started. What kind of bullshit are you on? Were you trying to make me worse? I didn't make you anything. I drank water before this. I didn't make you anything. You were always like this. Always lethargic and pessimistic and a fucking bored to be around. If I was so awful, why didn't you just leave me the hell alone? You needed me just as much as I needed you. Only that I was the one who actually cared. Of course I care. If I didn't, I would have left you ages ago. But I should have never put up with your excessive lying ass in the first place. You say that as if you haven't been lying to my face for months. What else should I have done? You had to have a mental one had I broken up with you. I was looking out for you. Yeah, right. You never gave a shit about me. You turned into a pathetic version of Walter. You followed him around like a lapdog, doing everything he wanted. Oh, please. You couldn't go 2 steps without me. I could barely take a piss without having you stick to my leg. This visual novel. I'm streaming this goddamn visual novel again tomorrow. And then I'm streaming the might be a living creepypasta Deltarune fan game after that. After the day after that. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? I should have just done it. I should have done a karaoke stream or something in between. You know, blow off a little steam and make sure I don't have a mental break or something. Because this visual novel, I need a break from this, man. But the show goes on. If even someone just told you that I hung out with someone, you start panicking. Apparently, I had every reason to. For fuck's sake, I just want to spend time with someone else. You can't take care of yourself. Oh, God, not. The game is not letting. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now. Man. You can't take care of yourself. I always had to be there for you. No shit, I got sick of it. Please advance the dialogue. Please advance the dialogue. Please advance the dialogue. Please advance the dialogue. No, wait. No, actually, it's not off center. No shit, I got sick of it. Everyone would. I gave you space. Okay, please advance the dialogue. Every time you said you were busy, you think I'm fucking stupid? Of course I knew you were lying. I'm so sick of being your cover-up. Please advance the dialogue. All for it's you to get Daddy's approval. How's that going for you? Please advance the dialogue. I just hope it was worth it. Please advance the dialogue. I hope Walt is a great kisser, and I hope everyone in your family remembers it. Suddenness of the comment causes you to drop your facade, and all the suppressed anger came to a boiling point and exploded. You took a sudden step towards her, pushing her back further towards the cliff's edge. And he flinched. He didn't back down. Do you know what you did to me? I couldn't even leave my room the last month. I was fucking beat up. His friends followed me around and they beat the shit out of me. Asked me if I liked it. My father wants to throw me out on the street, and Alistair can't look at me anymore. All because he's not so fucking jealous as soon as I found someone I actually liked. You didn't like him! You just didn't want to be around me anymore! You did to me time and time again for someone who ended up backstabbing you! You're the one who backstabbed me! Outing me to the whole school and forcing me to murder someone with you! Are you even listening to yourself? It's not just my fault. It's not just... Don't you try to pin this on me! Guess it's both of their fault. I clicked, right? Okay. You didn't tell me shit! How was I supposed to know what he was doing? I tried to tell you, and you just stared at me like I was afraid! I felt so weird and disgusted, and you put me away! You made me feel like I was crazy, like it wasn't real! That's because you are fucking crazy! I don't know when to believe you anymore! I'm not crazy! Don't call me crazy! That's where we're gonna call you in court. If you act like you do now, you might as well plead for insanity! And you're definitely ended up No, wait. And you'll definitely end up in court because you splattered his brains all over the trunk! When they find him, they're gonna know it wasn't an accident! How? God, this game has me shouting a lot. It actually hurts. Yeah! Right now? You're calling me right now? Wait a second. He wanted to know if I was okay. He wanted to know if I was okay. I'm streaming Joyride to hell. Do you Why are you asking that? Why are you asking that? Genuinely, why are you asking that? I'm playing Joyride to Hell. I'm playing the screaming, crying, arguing visual novel. I'm playing that Totsit. I was going to say Yuri, but Oliver and Annie are straight, right? Anyway, that was the final nail in the coffin. Annie is reduced to a sobbing mess, slumped down at the edge of a cliff. Her wheels echo throughout the forest. You can't just cry every time you run out of arguments! You're losing your voice, while Annie loses her mind. Yelling at Annie didn't make you feel any better. In fact, now you both feel like shit. And that's what you hoped would happen. You turned me happy, why should she? And what you hate the most is that she was right. No one would miss you. Aster would, for a while, but then they'd all forget. Your fingers dug into your sleeve. You want to slide your hand under and scratch your skin raw. Let stars open up only to a heel on you twice the size. Maybe you should throw the pain away, just like usual. Make yourself bleed and let Annie lick your wounds. Your hand barely raised up your hand barely grazed Annie's shoulder for it to almost instantly recoil from your touch. Annie responded in a voice so cold it froze you to your core. Don't touch me! Sorry. I don't want to hear it. I don't want you, of all people, to speak to me like that. You don't get to fucking yell at me. If I wanted to be with someone who yells at me, I'd climb back into my dad's car. I suffered for years at his hands. And what you're hung up about is a dog you ditched you? Turn a fucking grip! Everything is always about you. I'm always about you. I was always there when you needed help. Always. And as soon as I asked anything of you, I'm a bother. I'm clingy and needy and annoying and all the other things Walter said about me. I hate him as much as he hates me. He can say whatever the hell he wants about me, but you're my boyfriend. You're supposed to be on my side, not his. You're happy and laughing and smiling with him. Why don't I get that? Why can't you be happy with me? But guess what? I bet you feel really stupid right now. For a moment, you truly believed Danny would come up to you to beat the shit out of you. You'd probably deserved it. If he loves you so much, why don't you try calling him for help? That worked out great, just like last time. She wiped her tears and stood up, wobbling her way back into the forest. There was so much as shooting you with Lance. If you want to go home, go ahead. I don't need you. You looked back after her, the words escaping you. You shot at Annie's innuendo. It felt so unfair for her to talk about it as if it were a cruel joke. An unplanned inconvenience. The emptiness in your chest continues to grow, rising up to your head and clouding any possible thought. It all felt like a bad dream. Annie wasn't like this. She wouldn't say such things. Walter was always right. You should have just broken up with her. That was spared you both a world of pain. You probably more than her. What's it matter now? If he were here now, you know exactly what he'd say. You continued to gaze into the TV screen playing a movie. So when you were happy, Walter agreed to watch for once. There wasn't much intention to be paid as Walter continued to talk to you, only to then ask what just happened on screen. What's the point of being her boyfriend when all you're doing is avoiding her anyway? I'm not avoiding her. Just need some time apart. Did she do something again? No, nothing like that. Her dad creeps me out. What's her dad got to do with this? No, wait. What's her dad got to do with this? Did he show up at your house like he did at school or what? No, whatever. Her dad did. It's not whatever. When will you break up with her? For someone who had previously told you he hates the way that everything revolves around Annie, he sure likes talking about her. Only when he brought it up, of course. It's not that easy. He's got enough problems already. You can't do that to her. You thought about her. She's your pet. But we prefer to be with someone who actually cares too. I do care. If you did, you'd be at her place, not mine. So what if I don't? You'll find someone else? Maybe I should. I'm sick of her sticking around anywhere. Good luck with that. Don't walk up to one of the guys at church and ask him to meet her boyfriend. Don't get cocky. What's it to you, anyway? Nothing would change other than us being awkward. I don't want that. Have you never noticed how awful she is to be around? I can't stand her constant whining and complaining. Rubs off on you. Okay, well, you're like her scapegoat. Something happens and it's because you weren't there, whatever bullshit she comes up with. You're just saying that because you don't like her. She doesn't like me. There's a difference. Well, I'm flattered you care about me that much, but I'm fine. It's all working out. Whatever. Do what you want. If she ever goes crazy on you because she found out, just know I told you so. The movie is all gunshots and explosions. Walter watches it blandly, unimpressed. You wonder why he even agreed to watch it if he's this bored. The offer, "We can watch something else," hangs off the tip of your tongue. Annie wasn't always interested. No, wait. Annie wasn't always enthusiastic. At least she made some sort of suggestion for an indoor activity. Watching a movie, playing board games with Aster, prank calling the pizza guy. Walter rarely knew what he wanted to do. Like the effort of thinking of something was too bothersome. Whatever you want to do is only fun once or twice, then it's exhausting to be the one deciding all the time. If you didn't decide anything, there was only one other natural outcome what would happen that night. There was no ground for you to complain, however, as it was entirely your doing to go odds Annie's way, just as Walter had said. To be honest, you wouldn't actually know what sort of movies he likes anyway. Something to seem more of a concept than a real person. Always doing what's expected of him. It's sadly the right way. Walter? Nothing. Walter sighed and shifted, cursing as he tried to find a comfortable position with your head digging in his shoulder. Maybe it was better not to mention anything. We're just going to keep it for yourself and be all up in your head about it. Just spit it out now. Doesn't matter. It's about Annie. No. Ugh. Sounds like groaning from Walter. You my girlfriend or what? Just tell me. Like, if I did break up with Annie, would you wanna... I don't know. Would it change anything for you? Why do you have to make it so complicated? Isn't it good the way it is? Don't get off on your head because of what I said, man. I don't care if you did ever with her, it doesn't mean anything. I'm saying you need some kind of hobby. Preferably one far away from her. Whatever happened to the guitar? It was dumb, nothing serious. Really? I kinda liked it. Doesn't matter now. Walter sighed inwardly. He knew when it was best not to pry, as he knew it was best to let the matter rest. He uncomfortably shifted under you, something weighing on his mind. You haven't told anyone, though, right? No, I don't want to get my teeth kicked in. Good. Hey, look at me. It always started this way. The movie didn't matter. It was just a means to an end. But it was fine. TV was distracting. We knew the reason you had to be kept on, so we didn't argue. Somewhere between the credits... No, wait. Sometime between the credits start to roll, a song plays. You don't know how the movie ends. Walter didn't care for it, but you would have liked to know. Alas, it is only a rental. You have to return it tomorrow. Oh well. Walter liked it, and you liked Walter, so that meant in return you liked it too. Saying it made you feel great may be too strong of a word. Nice is too polite for what it is. Good is meaningless. It is what you call a quick meal or a warm shower. As you lay next to Walter, straight gaze moving along with the rhythm of his breath, You turn your thought over in your head. Wanted. Then again, Annie wanted to too. Made innuendos once or twice. She had pushed more, perhaps she would have gone her will. Then you wondered, what will Walter say next time you didn't want to? And after you figured out the answer in your mind, you realized that you didn't want to find out. The last time you saw Walter was in an empty parking lot late at night. Strange place to meet up. Assumed you didn't want to be publicly seen with you anymore. Tried to talk to him. Explain yourself. Hello, all blow over soon. Stopped talking to you soon after. But this day, he had asked you to meet him. As soon as you saw the notification, you stormed out of your house. The air was cold and damp. There was not a single soul around. Only lights of the street lamps gave you a little comfort in the dead of night. Think about touching Walter, asking where he is, what's taking him so long. Faintly, to hear footsteps approaching. Only that it was more than one pair. Felt as though your blood froze cold. Few eyes glaring at you, daring you to look back. Hey, Oliver, you waiting for us? Your entire body shook, cold sweat running down your skin. Should have known. That thing you know is a fist in your face. There must have been 4, maybe 5 of them. It was too dark and they were too fast. One then grips your arms and forces you back. Someone forces their knee into your stomach. Hands grab you from all sides to hold you down. Your breath comes fast. The crowd roars in your head and the crowd roars in your ears and your head spins. Go to the backpack. I don't want to. Go to the backpack. Go to the backpack. Go to the backpack. Footsteps scramble to obey. Your zipper unzipped, the clanking of throttle. Wait, what do you want with that? A familiar voice rings in your ears, immediately starting a faint feeling of hope. Walter was here too. It doesn't last long. The sword quickly snuffed out by a dooming feeling of despair. Walter was here too. He'd been all this time. Do not so surprised. We're doing this for you, dude. We thought we were going to get wasted. We will after we're done here. Maybe we should go. What if he... Man, you're too soft. We should have locked our room in this freak. It's fucking disgusting. Just stay where you are. He leans far over you, his friends all laughing with mirth. Feel your heart hammer in your chest in fear. Someone roughly grabs your arm, shoving a sleeve over your shoulder, and you close your eyes in pain. You knew you should have fought against it. Should have yelled and kicked and screamed. You also knew there was no point to any of it. You made your bed. Now you must lie in it. The bandage gets rid from your half-healed wound, and a drop of red runs down your arm. For a split second, you wonder how he knows. But he answers standing beside him. You can only imagine what he said. Hey, do you know how to spell vodka? The smell of alcohol perforates in your nose. Or is that too hard for you? He lets it fall over your arm, slowly but surely tilting it down. You hear them laughing. It's so bright and terrifying. And they're laughing. Screaming so loud your throat feels on fire. That goes through the parking lot. Not a single person of help is there to hear it. The memory crept up your spine, sending shivers down its way. You rarely managed to shake it off, swallowing down a lump in your throat. Do you want to think about this now? Of all times. You'll pass the cliff's edge, towards the horizon and a never-ending ocean with only one thought flowing in your mind. Of course you won't do it. Who are you if not a coward? Annie had no words left for you. She simply kept walking. You turned round. Your dog with his tail in between his legs, you followed after Annie, crowbar in hand. There's nothing else to do. You don't dare speak a word the first hour. Annie doesn't dare to look behind herself, but she knows you're there. Silence stretches thickly, and this time no amount of small talk can rescue you. After a few minutes, you already thought of abandoning the stupid crowbar. Crusty iron felt clammy in your hand, and the blood on it slowly started sticking to your palm. It felt disgusting to have his blood smeared on your hands. Wait a minute! Why did you take the crowbar with you? Don't take the crowbar with you! If you really want to take it with you, then bury it somewhere! You know, get rid of the evidence! Don't... Don't just keep holding it! Rusty iron felt clammy in your hand, and the blood had been slowly sticking to your palm. It felt disgusting to have his blood smeared on your hands. She couldn't leave it. What will you do if Annie got caught? Maybe then you finally have some resolve. Aimlessly you wander through an endless stretch of trees for miles on end. Annie stopped, stifling in her place for irritation when hops her stumbled her yelps of pain as she gets caught on yet another tree branch. Hear the gentle trickling of water before you slip through another line of trees and see a little streaming wind through the roots. The roots? The woods! Your lids carry you into the clearing without conscious instruction, insulting from the hopelessness of the situation for a time. Suddenly, Annie stops in her tracks, causing you to bump into her. Are you okay? I'm fine. You're bleeding. It's a scratch, it's fine. Do you even know where you're going? What's it to you? I told you to leave me alone. You ever dig your own grave right here? You ever did your own grave right here and now that I'm at the truth, Annie. Don't know where to go. It's dark. I don't want you to wander alone either. Annie distantly looked up into the sky, as if she didn't even hear you. You had no idea what is going on in her head. All night you didn't, but right now more so than ever. How is she suddenly so calm? She should yell at you, scream, and rip your hair out. Instead, she passively sunned her head and started to sink down onto the forest flooring, staring through a bright spot into the foliage above. You kneel down to her in an attempt to help her up, but she shakes you off. What's wrong? Will you not get up? Annie shook her head. I can't sleep here. I don't care what you'll do. Go home. I'm staying. Indecisively you stare at Annie. You were dehydrated, and your stomach was eating itself up, and you could pass out from how tired you were. How the hell were you supposed to know anything anymore? At this point, you might as well lay down with her. You wanna know something? You nod. Sometimes I thought about going out into woods like this, to lay in the grass unmoving. I waited and seen if everyone would come look for me. No one would. The birds would pick up my eyes. The insects would gnaw at me until I'm unrecognizable. I let the maggots crawl into my wounds, lay their eggs in my body, and devour me until there's nothing left of it. Started thinking about that, then over opening the door and facing him. Heard over going back home with you, with all those terrible little people in their happy little picket fence houses. Everyone pretends they're all happy and nothing bad ever happens. You're just like them. Never going back there. There's nothing left for me. Annie, you don't have to worry about it anymore. He's dead. She shakes her head. He is dead and I'm still the same. He will never feel anything again, and I'll feel like this forever. It's so unfair. I don't know what to do. We can flee town, get a new car for some cash. No one did shit about us anyway. They'll stop looking for us after some time. Why should I bother? I never free. I'll leave behind eventually. You did before. You always with me out of convenience. That's not true. I don't think you're afraid either. Then why do you look at me as if I'm the bad one? You had no idea how it felt to be under his thumb. Then tell me. Oh really? I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I don't want to ruin the mood. She had enough spite in her to mock you. Surely she can't be feeling that bad. Oliver! 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 Ollie! Ollie! Please! 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 I swear to God, Ollie! Ollie. You're going to be the death of me, Ollie. What even was the point? As I told you to a brick wall. Anything you suggested would fall onto deaf ears. What are you accusing me of, Annie? If there's anything you wanted, your little runaway fantasy is finally taking shape. Annie finally sat up straight, meeting her eyes. I have nothing. Not even my dad. All you ever did was lie to me. What do you want me to do? All I do is apologize. I have been for hours. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What more do you want from me? Tell me. Nothing. I don't want anything from you anymore. God, why are you like this? You have some nerve to ask me that. Why don't you just go back home and wallow in your misery? It's all you're best at. Honey was told you when you felt small. You little kid who didn't know you better. Trying to provoke me, it isn't working. You were just fine before. Why don't you yell at me some more? I'm sure you feel better then. Annie was visibly annoyed by the lack of anger in you. She grit her teeth and moved in. What's wrong? You can dish it out but not take it? Annie's words don't make you angry, furious, or anything alike. You didn't sound like yourself after the cliff when you said all those terrible things, or you didn't feel like yourself when you were sure. And felt like anything in a good while. Earlier you asked why I stopped being around you. Yeah? And? You made me feel like shit, Annie. 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 I do. Huh? No, wait. I do, huh? I made everyone feel bad. See, you're always implying. Implying what? That I made you say those things? I made you abandon me? Steve's life. Didn't respond to her question. There was no point in it. You don't give a crap about what happened to me, do you? I wasn't surprised if you riled yourself up and thought of me suffering as much as you did. At the drop of a pin, Annie's facade changed. It was surprising that she still had the capability to feel bad, apparently. Is that really what you think of me? You shrugged. It didn't really matter anymore. Since when were we ever honest to each other? Annie laughed. It wasn't a guttural laugh. It was a small, dulcet sound, a broken exhale. Oh my God. She held a shaky hand in front of her mouth, so what you said made her want to throw up. Couldn't tell if anymore if Annie was pretending to be her or if she genuinely was. He looked at her. curled over and out of breath and couldn't bring herself to care about it. I never wanted you to get hurt, but I will not grovel on my knees for forgiveness like you had me do. I stuck out my neck for you so many times. I answered your every call, and what do I get in return? You and Walter, of all people, making out like nothing ever happened. You have no idea what I went through every day with those assholes, and no one but my dad ever gave enough of shit to do anything. Not the teachers, not Mom, not you. Walter always told the others to stop bullying me. He just didn't, because he didn't give a shit. And you just stood by and watched it happen because, oh, Annie can handle it. I didn't do anything wrong, and now you think you can stand here and tell me how I ruined your life? How I don't care about you? You couldn't even bother to break up with me. That's why you showed everyone that stupid photo. Not because I was jealous, not because of petty revenge, but because of you. Because my dad was right. You don't care about me. You don't love me. Sink down into yourself, suddenly smaller. And you say that you didn't know, that I didn't tell you, but you never even dared to ask. Because if you had asked, then you have to do something about it. And God forbid you had to make a decision. And you know what? It serves you right. It's always about poor Oliver, always depressed and always acting like no one wants to help him. Nothing bad ever happened to you your entire life, and you bitch and moan about God knows what. About how unfair and meaningless it all is. I want to shout like I used to at the back of the clip, but I'm just really exhausted from shouting, but also from this hell of a game, this Joyride to hell of a game. It's not really a game, is it? Visual novels aren't really games. Unless they're visual novels with mini-games in them or something. But this doesn't have mini-games anywhere. Like, at all. Doesn't even have choices. You'd have one choice. It says on the issue page. And you saw that. There's like one choice in this entire novel. And it's a choice. But when you find out that Daniel, that fucker, tried to kill Annie. One choice. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but it's like, you can't really count this as a game when you don't even have, like, more than one choice. Like, it's just like a computer application. A visual novel. You just read words, and then look at pictures on the screen. Not now, Daddy-chan. You open your mouth, ready to throw just stop talking. Shut up, to calm herself or else. You don't do it this time. Seconds passed. Victor drained and the energy left her face. Something pale and pensive took its place. I just gave you a reason to feel the way you do. Now everyone does hate you. Couldn't take it anymore. You were taking distance from Annie, gripping her jacket for comfort. Annie narrowed her eyes. She studied her expression. Felt her stomach drop as a sudden mix of disgust and apprehension was painted on her face. Come on! Call me crazy and a bitch and tell me how much you hate me! Something Annie said burrowed deeper than you realized. Something that lashed and lingered. Oh boy, another argument! This will be amazing! This will have amazing effects on my bro. Pulling yourself second has never been your strong suit. Oh. Something when it all started. The numbness, the tingle in your fingers. Restlessness from either sleeping too much or not at all. Spun them. I think there was another argument. Then again, I was like not engaging with the game at all because I was playing it on stream, and Mike says I need to have the most the most authentic reaction. But like, I don't know. That only serves to confuse me. I'm drawing Bill's cipher on my tablet right now. Like on the case. With a pen that's run out of ink. It's literature. The rest is this from you were sleeping too much and not at all. Spawn the mattress where you could feel the coils. The white noise in your head. Things used to be fun some time ago. You know they should be. Places Walter dragged you into games and made you play. The feeling dwindled for some time when the air got warmer and Annie's laugh louder. Never went away, only hiding in the fluorescent lights of an overfilled cafeteria and the bed sheets your mother folded every morning. Never bothered to put a name on it. Call it something, then suddenly it's real, clinical. It'd be stuck to you forever, like gum on a shoe. It's already there before Annie. She knew all along. She's not stupid after all. She saw it all. The bandages, the stars, the food you refused to eat. Yes, even the blood in the sink. The expression on your face, the fear in your eyes when you knew you had gone too far. She sighed, like a disappointed mother. She took a sharp object out of your hand and washed away all the blood along with all of your guilt. She bandaged you and took your hand back to the bedroom, where no word of what had happened would be spoken. Annie never said anything, playing along with your blissful ignorance. Unlike Walter, who was always acting like he cared. He didn't, not like Annie. Made you feel better, so who was he to tell you what to do? He only said that because it made him uncomfortable. Because it meant he had to be more careful around you. Asked her. She cared, sure. Always worried and always curious. But she was too young. Too young to know all the things and far too good to understand what any of it meant. When there wasn't Annie, because you shoved her away in an act of cowardice, nor Walter, because you weren't nearly as much fun when you weren't up for anything. There wasn't anyone. There were the empty husks of other people passing in the hallway. Only be cruel mirages to show off what you do not have. Every little thing they enjoyed, their laughs and smiles and happily contorted faces, the show just melt off because how dare they enjoy life that's just so full of shit for someone like you. Ever changing and hoping for something better yet to come, motivated for a future that shone brightly upon the horizon when you stood idly by. That's what more you knew. The world was happening outside of the locked bedroom door which he had swallowed. Oftentimes, you had the impression that you were stuck in your current self, bystander in your own life. The look the mirror gave you was from someone that was hard to recognize, and when you brushed your teeth for the first time in days, you were come by a sense of urge to go through it, to place your hand on a cold glass surface and slip through it as if it were liquid. Then you pop into the schoolyard, and find Annie waiting for you on the stairs for the PE gym, and you would hear your laugh and your bad jokes, and the scent of vanilla on her soft hair would fill the air. And she would mock you with the usual sheep for brainer voice, and the world would be warm again, alive, full of light. But you knew, no matter how much you hoped, that there was nothing but your own reflection hiding over the hard surface of a mirror. It's just a mirror. The person looking back at you was an imposter, nor a hallucination, nor a phase that would soon come to pass. It was just you. Always you. Endlessly you. At the center of my world. Dadnammit! Stop making coffin references, Duddy-chan. There's other things out there, as Mr. Clockwork said. Never before had you felt the desire so strong to smash the glass with your fist, to shard and ram it into your eye. It was a good day. Curtains were closed, windows shut. Belongings were scattered on the dirty floor. I've been cleaned and over a week. Never stopped doing it after you yelled at her to stop rummaging for your things. The door wasn't locked. I was in for light when you did it. Said it made her stared. You might do Thank God. Anyway, back to visual novel. You didn't tell me you were leaving early. The school bell rang and you walked straight out of the building to the bus stop. Someone must have seen it, but you didn't really care anymore. You had heard and you didn't have the nerve to sit there for 4 more hours, having barely clawed your way out of bed this morning. And you also didn't stop by to pick you before school started anymore. It made everything just a bit harder. Felt bad when she wasn't there, and even worse when she wasn't. It was pathetic. Eventually sleep took over you, sparing you from your own thoughts for just a few hours. So you thought, as a knock on your door echoed through your room, rubbing on your own slumber. It was frantic, not gently asking to be let in, but rather a hurried intrusion. Probably asked her, you thought. Master always waited for you to answer. This time you didn't have a chance to do that. Holly. Sunny. Your eyes blinked against the sunlight lit through a gap in your curtains as she slowly advances towards your bed, showing your clothes aside with her feet to make a path. Holly, can you wait? You shook your body, pale hands clawing on your body to look for something to hold on to. I need to talk to you. She must have been saying something. It all sounded hysterical, adorable nonsense. The same thing as usual. It's always something with her. Her mind ran came out in a pinch, spots of your vision blurring and head swinging too. She remembered thinking how annoying it all was. She have called you before. You always told her to. You listening? Holly, please. Your brain was wide awake while your body felt frozen in place. You told the stranger you hadn't left that day to even move a finger. She was responsive, and gave you an order she might go away. You knew it wouldn't work. That it was nothing more than that was nothing more than a futile wish to be snuffed out as soon as Honey grabbed your shoulder. She turned you around to face her with a rubber strength she had left in her skinny arms. Your eyes were open, looking at her, looking through her. She wasn't really there, just never drew from your psyche. Annie slowly touched your neck, hands wandering out to your hair till her lips met yours. It's only then you realized how strange she smelled. Sweaty and musty with a hint of beer on her tongue, all the things she said she hated on you. She wasn't careful like usual, always initiating with still-letting you take control once the discomfort wore off. She had an urgency behind the iron grip on your head that was alarming, staring you even. Try to fight against Annie and continue to hold you down, which would be difficult in your current state. Maybe just laying still and letting her finish whatever she was doing would be the easier solution, you started to think. Maybe she'd get bored and stop. Maybe she noticed that. Your eyes shot open. He'd flush your face as any other hand traveled under your blanket, fingertips dusting down your abdomen. This you could no longer ignore, alarm bells in your head ringing loud and clear. Frantically you reached out to grab her by the root of her hair, cutting harshly and causing Annie to wince and flinch away. Loose strands of her hair were flying through the stagnant air as you flushed her with a force that almost landed her on the floor. Your back hit the wall as you completely retreated from her, edging yourself to the corner. Once it touched the inside of her face, but it was obstructed by your hair hanging in front of it like a curtain, leaving you only to guess. Only now you realize that she was trying. Like if you said anything, your world's locked in your throat as 1,000 thoughts rolling in your head. It's usually nothing more than a sign of affection, felt so only violating, coming from Annie of all people. When she couldn't bear the silence anymore, she spoke up and started to profusely apologize, going on a tangent and tripping over her own words in the process. Whatever explanation, whatever she had to say, it's too late now. Instead of lashing out at her, you lie back down and pulled a blanket over your head, lying at her to leave you alone. I hoped it to be a yell, yet it came out barely audible. There's still a pinch of regret as the words off your mouth, so time harsher than you intended. It's quiet in your room, nothing settling between you two would end, and tried her hardest to keep your sound inside of her. You wonder when she might leave. She did as she was told. Soon after, saying nothing more, closing the door carefully so as to not make more noise. Your head was empty. Some loneliness of the wind swung in the hole. Too silent. You almost wanted it, and his annoying, shitty voice back. Tried to go back to sleep, but there was no rest to be found. Your arm was itching. Sometime after Annie left, you got up. You walked towards the door, still hearing your voice from downstairs, shushed and defeated. The lock clicked. You didn't want to be bothered anymore. Doubt you ignored it, ignored her, might go away. Temporarily it did. These things always have a way of catching up to you. Just like that then. It always ended with you making her cry. Stephen eyes no more. Everything Annie had said till now, and with control, with anger, when he hardened intention to hurt you. What you saw now was utter devastation, loss of all control, and an agony and devastation reversed at in glimmering tired eyes. No calculated anger, no powerfully similar in your mind. Just white fear saying something that was best to be left unsaid. Screenshot! 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 Pressing H, but the interface isn't coming back. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. No, actually, oh shit, oh shit. Oh no, I froze the game. I froze the game. I took too many screenshots and I froze the game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, now what do I do? Oh my god! No. Please say something. I'm sorry. So spilling out of her, hatred slowly accumulating not only for her father, but also for you. You'd always been with her, covered up with countless lies and a brick wall of hostility. You weren't even looking at her anymore. You barely knew the girl you spent the last 4 years with. The girl from 9th grade who dressed in pink and carried her around her diary was long gone. What was left was a loathsome and spiteful was left was a loathsome and spiteful shell of a person, bitter and hateful and one at her door, stopped at nothing to get her way. You hated her so much, miserable life and pitiful tear-soaked face, such as you never hated anyone before. And you figured, you made her this way. hoping that your gut feeling was wrong, by ignoring Fred's hand on your leg, by turning a blind eye against every one of Annie's complaints. You've been a better person, better boyfriend, with sharper eyes and a better sense of right and wrong. I've been able to help her, hear her the way she used to be. Despite your meager, pathetic efforts, the role she once was gone. You're driving my helpless animal slowly bleeding on the side of the road, soon to be Road Hill. I would never hurt you. Only please. Only please. There was no longer any point in arguing, in trying to make Annie feel miserable. I had already done all the work for her ages ago. Annie must have known by now. She always somehow knew what you were thinking. She bit her lip, regret for what she just... No, wait, regret for what had just come out of her mouth, taking form in tears festering in her eyes. Do you still want to say? She reminded you of all the worst parts of yourself. And maybe why that feeling was as visceral as it was suffocating. But none of it even mattered. Because Annie was all you had left. There was nothing, no one else to return to. That, what else do you say? In your voice gave you away. Liar! You fucking liar! No, there was another dialogue there. Annie yelled out. In the blink of an eye, she turned to her side and There was another dialogue there, correct? Annie yelled out. In the blink of an eye, she turned to her side and opened her bag to pull something out. You'll notice what it was once it was already too late. The blade flashed in the moonlight as she aligned it with her neck, sending her arm ready to slash her throat wide open. This time Panda didn't knock at the back door of your psyche. It stormed in, firing your nerves in an instant. You lunged at her, pinning her to the floor, knife slithering across the ground. The motion caused the blade to graze Annie's neck, slicing through her necklace and leaving pearls sprawled all over the grass. Your heart pounds through your chest as you kneel above Annie. For a moment, the only thing you hear are your rapid breaths and ear-deafening sounds of rustled leaves. Annie blinked at you, unfazed. So you do care about me, after all. Fuck, of course I care. You don't show it. So you'll kill yourself? I'm just crazy. What do I know? You're not crazy. I'm sorry. I do everything for you and get told I'm insane. You must really hate me. No, I don't. I was angry. You sound just like him. No matter what I do, how I dressed or how I act or what I say, you don't care. Doesn't make a difference. I don't even care if you love me or not. I don't even care enough to act like it. I'm sorry. You're right. I was stupid. You're only sorry for yourself. You don't mean anything to say. You were right. Let's just forget about all of this and go somewhere. Yeah? Please? Annie's eyes were distant. They stared right through you, driving their way into the most intimate parts of her heart. She didn't say anything. Even her silence felt like torture. I don't care what it is you want to do. I'll do what you want, just please, please stop this. What if I wanted to stop you? Would you let me kiss you? You don't like it when I kiss you. I want to like it. Really? Yeah. I really hate you. I love you, Annie. No, you don't. I do. Did you love Walter? I don't know. Don't lie. I think. Dared to say it. You never dared to tell him in case he'd laugh at you. It's the thought you found silly back then. The reality that is likely true stains more than anything else. I loved Dad, but he didn't love me. He didn't even pretend he did after some time. I missed the way he used to look at me. It was disgusting, and I hated it. I still miss it. Sorry, Annie. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do the shit I do. I care about you more than I have about anything else. You're right, he was fucking awful. I'm glad he's dead. I never wanted him to die. I just wanted him to love me the way I did. That's why I didn't. If he didn't do it out of love, then he just used me. I was nothing to him. I didn't deserve that. I should have helped you. Don't pity me. I don't need your pity. Don't you see it? You know, we're not so different. I guess Walter can't have loved you that much either, huh? You could see the corner of her mouth twitched. Annie's expression contorted into a wry, defeated smile. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let that happen to you. Annie let out a distorted, lodging needle. Her lips curved into a smile. What did they do, huh? It wasn't really her. All of his friends wasn't about at school. Annie, they told all kinds of stories. I wonder what if it really is true. Red and black skin is torn up on your right hip. Gravel embedded in the wound frauds painfully under the fabric of your shirt. Hurts to move, and if you stare that if you let them try... No, wait, it hurts to move. If you stare that if you try to, they'll notice they didn't finish the job yet. Tried waiting it out. You seemed to have little interest in leaving. The shirt was wet, clammy, sticking to your skin. The once white fabric of it was soaked with blood, sweat, no, booze, sweat, and blood. It's entirely filthy, as the crowd above you merrily explained. Your face burns, and you're not sure whether it's from screaming your lungs out or from the alcohol they forced down your throat. It's all too much, so suddenly, it's cold. Feels like it takes hours before your hands become shot. Hey, get up! Attempt to do as you're told. You try to push yourself up with the little strength you had left. Your body betrays you. Your arms quickly giving in under you. Wet dull thumb, your face hits the ground again. Oh, there are people here! Hi hi! One hour and 43 minutes in. And only now do any viewers come in. Wow. One of the fingers grew pissed off at your growing responsiveness and grabbed you by the hair. The gravel cracked upon impact as your head hit the concrete, and descend you into consciousness, flying once and for all. The blinding pain still see your seat suffer above you in looming anger. Their voices are muffled, distorted. In the chaos, you made one voice loud and clear. He was yelling, I think that's enough! You should stop! What? I'm checking if he's dead or not. I'm serious. Let's go! Whatever. Wildly inappropriate, but this game is This dream is just a clusterfuck of depression. You can't blame me for wanting to make some jokes every now and then. Right? Mike? Mike? No matter how hard you try to forget, the memories stay etched into your brain. Wondering if maybe they were right, if Andrew wanted it at all. Wondering if they just enjoyed your suffering in a purely sadistic manner, or really acting on behalf of their friend. They were repaying him. No matter the truth, to them, you were just an injured dog, taking a rightful beating for fighting its owner. If you ever put your hands on one of us again, you'll make sure you never walk again! The last thing you heard was their roaring laughter as they left you to rot with a final kick to the ribs. All while he watched, tending for the muscle, giving him complaint as they called you despicable things and threw punch after punch at you. At the very least, showed you mercy. Why would you say that? Because if it's true, if you can't realize it's... No, wait. Because it's true. If you can't realize it yourself, someone needs to tell you. All the shame came rushing back to you in an instant. Yeah! Felt as if something was hugging you from behind. Those that had never before, staggering to put you out for good. Turning your ears overshadowed everything else, giving you hard to breathe. Just falter, a neatly cocktail of feelings that ran stirring in your stomach. Sophie, your family, and everyone else looked at you. Just the smell of sweat lingering in your nostrils, and guess no matter how much you showered, the bruises wouldn't go away. So you stopped showering altogether. Everything was your fault. You deserved everything that happened to you. For a lying, deceiving piece of shit who can't make up his mind. You can let it out. It's okay. I know how it feels. All the tears, all years worth of accumulated guilt and shame, holding in finally come to release and start bawling for the vanity like a little kid. Everything suddenly came crashing down, the world caving in on you. Hot tears streamed down your cheeks as you shook, feeling cold like never before. The hand that's now crazy calmly along your back, the same motion again and again in a futile attempt to be soothing makes your stomach revolt with every circle it draws. You couldn't hear yourself wailing, but it was distorted, strange, as if you were the one streaming a team from far, far away. The part of your throat feels hot and stretchy. You also start to hyperventilate. There is Annie's voice, you realize, absolutely growing louder for a split second, then shrinking back to a dull, droning noise. It may be meant to figure words out of it if you had the capacity to listen. Sorry. I'm sorry. The apologies keep stealing from your mouth without any rhyme or reason. I'm sorry is piled up on forgiveness. Read the words so often in such desperation, they start to sound like gibberish. There's no way to articulate what you really felt. The thought of losing Annie, what's been done to her, how much you fucked up your life, and because of how much you despise yourself for thinking that, how much you hate her, how much you want her dead, how much you love her, how much you need her. Annie doesn't understand. She couldn't. And neither do you. Who knows she too must be just looking for someone to love her. Fuck, I'm so scared, Annie. I'm so scared. There's nothing more cruel than to be completely alone. Spite you wouldn't even wish on Annie, but she had deserved nothing more than to rot in the depths of hell. She loved you, more than she must have loved anyone else in her whole life. Annie wasn't an evil mastermind aiming to ruin your life. Just a sad, pathetic little girl. She went screaming into the void all her life to reach someone who might care enough to listen, only to be let down again and again. As you cried and cried for help that would never come, you weren't any different from her. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You leaned into her touch, your body acting on its own accord. Bits and pieces of Annie's hushed, mumbled nonsense are managing to make themselves heard over the blood rushing through your ears. It's okay. You're okay, Ollie. You're okay, Ollie. Oh God, now my throat is sore. It's okay, I'm ending stream soon anyway. Your body felt numb, but you couldn't feel your face. But you felt Annie's embrace. You had a soft scent and rest your hands at her bare waist. Maybe it was good that Annie did what she did. At least now you know none of them actually cared about you to begin with. As she whispers lovingly into your ear, your senses slowly start coming back to you. Annie lovingly holds you till your verse slows down, your sobbing stops. She wait the whole night if that's what it took? How sweet. What's love, if not a give and take? Annie takes one of your hands into hers and holds it tightly. You might crumble and fall for a grass at any moment. You wipe the snot from your nose with your sleeve and intend to look less pitiful, so that your futile lizards looked utterly wrecked. Yet Annie still smiled at you. Do you love me? Then I want you to be with me, always, no matter what. That's what loving someone means. Sharing your pain. Such a warm, earnest smile, you almost started to sob again. You nodded in response. Promise that you'll never leave? It's not like a boot against the throat. This is the cold thread of a knife. I promise. Annie still smiles. Like it's any other day in spring or summer, like she's throwing out of the school building, raising you to the bus. She remains inviting. She remains warm. Even as she's turned to rub her hands clean on the grass with a sweet expression. Ugh, you made my hands all grimy. Why do you take the stupid crowbar with you? I didn't want you to get caught. Oh. Ollie? I love you, too. And as always, she forgave you. You lay down next to Annie and simply breathe in her presence. You basked in each other's misery for what must have been hours. Time felt non-existent. There was only you and her in the now. The only thing you knew is that the sun had yet to rise, if it ever will. Annie told all about the things that she never spoke of before, each sentence etched into your mind with gruesome detail. To know about her, it was the least you could do. In a way, it felt as if you were repenting. Do you think people in hell looked like hell the moment they died? Oh, that'd be disturbing. It's hell, it's supposed to be. For his sake, I hope they do. No one fuck him looking like that. Annie left out a giggle. That were true, I think I want to die early, so that I can look good forever. You have to join me so we can be the prettiest couple down there. Don't worry, I come with you. I two lay in the grass and fantasized about your eventual decay. The words rang out and there was nothing else to do but stare at the sky. Stars shone brightly. For all the ugliness in the world, there was always something worth keeping your eyes open for. So, as long as the stars didn't burn out, you have to keep going. As all things must, your moment of solace has too reached its end. You helped Annie get up and pat the dirt off her. By now, Annie wandered too far into the nothingness that the only thing you could do was move forward. Screenshot. Take her hand, and you move into the thick of the wood, the unknown swallowing you whole. Start to walk, your thumb vibrates in your pocket once again. You ignore it, as does Annie. You wonder who it might be. but it doesn't matter anymore. Shut your phone off, along with the door to the bathroom with your thoughts full of memories of the life you left behind, and regret that had time to fester yet. Whatever was about to happen, whatever terror may await, he'd be together. For once, there is no fear nor guilt. He'd sleep inside this woman, live inside it, freeze it, make it last forever. It would be fine to stay like this. Only this woman had someone to hide away from all the horrors of reality. Believed it'd survive. But soon it followed, that feeling you know all too well. At every step you'd feel it approaching further, turning your own lights with such an eagerness to bite them off. This time it was here to stay. Annie's heels slapped on the pavement as she made her way through the winding back alleys, past various dumpsters and suspicious clubs. Find the faint neon light illuminating your goal. Hey, do you know what's playing today? Some guys named Factory Junkies. That doesn't sound super lame for once. Don't they all sound the same? Okay, whatever, this was your idea. A little more enthusiasm wouldn't kill you. There's a whole lot of noise, both in and outside the club, with plenty of people already sane and taunted by the entrance. Some already half passed out. A few more minutes on the line, Annie looked at the mirror wall, stopping in her tracks. Ah shit, I knew I forgot something. Only why didn't you tell me only one of my eyes has eyeliner? You try your best to control your facial muscles. No letting this day that you found Annie marching around with just one massive wing wildly amusing. You coughed quietly. Well, you were in such a rush to leave, I didn't want to inconvenience you any further. Annie stared at you, scowling. It had no effect on you. Oh, you're so cute when you're angry like this. Annie rolls her eyes, and you could faintly hear a voice mocking you in your head. She puts her hand down her thighs and pulls something out, hurling at you. You better catch it before it stabs your eye. You looked in it. It was an eyeliner pen. You know how to draw my wings, right? Yeah, why? Can you draw it yourself? Oh no. Annie grabbed at you by the neckline of your shirt and you stumbled forward, the alcohol rushing to your head, raising it unsusceptible. Your stomach swirled like a carousel, as like the lights inside the clubhouse swirled in a myriad of different colors. It was nauseating. The bouncer turned around and gave you a disapproving glance over your shades, but Annie just smiled sweet at him. I'm so sorry, he's not good with crowds. That's dizzy. Annie's hand pinches your side, and you wince as her nails dig into your bones. You turn to look at the bouncer as well. Sorry. The bouncer just shook his head and turned to mind his own business again, sending kids with fake ideas home. Wow, had too much to drink already. It's more fun this way. Uh-huh. Go on, get to work. You sigh and pull the eyeliner into view, pulling the top off. Annie leaned back to the wall, making herself smaller so you could have a better angle. Place the brush to the corner of her eye, drawing a line and trying your best to match the other eye. You furrow your brows, joining out the music from the inside, concentrating on messing up. While you filmed her wing, Annie stayed perfectly still under you, not flinching. Hands stopped its movements, staring at your partner. Eyes traced her sharp cheekbones, her round nose, and tinted lips. She made herself pretty today. She barely made out the dark circles from under her eyes. Someone who wanted to stop you from going, she sure put in the effort to stand out. So noticing you're staring, her eyes flicked open. Annie's fingers reach up, caressing her cheek. Got something to say? You look pretty today. Oh, you. No, I mean it. Your hair looks good. Well, I didn't say you as much. Speaking of, trying to help watch yours before you went out. How long it's been? It's too much of a bother. Can you do it for me when you come back? Ah, suppose it can be helped. Annie smiled wider, squinting her eyes just a bit. A sign of which you are not sure of its nature nor intent, was the only one you knew. I love you, Ollie. Annie accepted you with all the sick and twisted thoughts in your head, all the hatred for the universe and everyone in it weighing your heart down. She'd burn the world down if you asked. I love you too. That's what it must be. The fist to the face, like the foot to the ribs. This what me must love you. No wait, this must be what love feels like, you thought. In all of its pure, unfiltered, ugly glory. And oh, how much you loved her. She slowly reaches up, staying on her tiptoes, and places a taste test against her lips. You close your eyes. You close your tender eyes as you let the alcohol of her lips and go to the back room of your mind, knowing you do the same for her. Because you know, because no matter how much you want to hate her, nothing has made you feel alive as her terror. She takes your breath away and leaves you for a burning frostbite skin. She's all you can live and breathe. The bass spoon for the night, and the laughter of drunk people carried through the night, having fun. Take a sip to the burn of the ethanol in your throat. Between the blurry lines and shades of evil, there is her blonde black hair, showing all its purple in the lights, bright like a warning sign, a lighthouse, a haven. The room is spinning. Start to lose focus, but not fully, as there is something else. Stranger across the room, with auburn hair and doe-like eyes, so beautiful and full of life. Take another drink. Try to hold straight, one step at a time, the damp wall underneath your fingertips leaned away. The way to the stranger, his distorted face, his real features slowly toned out underneath the ones you gave him. Girl across the room is watching, waiting for the night to end, for you to fall back into your arms. She knows today you were someone else's, not yours or the stranger's, not God's or the bottles. Only your minds, chased by some nagging terror, a will to destroy. Leaving broken shards in your wake, and you will bend down, breaking your back to pick up every single piece on your way home. Barely conscious with pupils as wide as the moon, and you would hold your hair back every time. Had decided to, tonight it would have turned out differently, but why should you bother trying? Honey loved you the way you are. She would hug you with weary arms, her exhausted grin on her face, just with the overwhelming smell of vomit coming off of you, and say that it'll be fine. She didn't look at you like you were any less. Like you were disgusting and reckless and all the other things a voice in your head told you as soon as the booze wore off. The next time it happens, it definitely will, and you will do the same with just as much patience and care as before. Once the day comes when Annie will be too tired to get up, she will look into your eyes with 1,000 unpotent apologies damping their shine. Lay yourself to rest next to her, and can entangle a agglomeration of misery as to ever any those you follow. During those nights, at the lowest you had ever been, it felt like Annie really, deeply cared for you. And you did not doubt in the back of your mind for the first time. What bliss it was to have her by your side, always and forever. Ending 2. Misery loves company. Well, that is Joyride to Hell, ending 2. I'm really tired. Really tired. I'll be ending stream. No. I want to sleep. Well, お疲れ。またね。